there are many, many memories that I have of Miss Pepple. But actually, the best one that I would say actually happened this year when we were both in the play. We were both in the musical, and we got to go out and do the waltz and the Landler dance together during the musical, and we had a great time. It was great fun.
My favorite memory is when she first started here, and she brought in a rocking chair, and anyone who would need to talk or discuss anything that was going on, she would let them sit in her rocking chair and relax and feel very at ease with her when she was giving them advice.
We were playing up in Golden, our boys basketball team. We were at state. We were playing Valor Christian, and looked like we were going to win, and it didn't go so well at the end. We didn't win, we lost. We had the military ball afterwards, and Miss Pepple usually attends that with us. But that day, Miss Pepple, instead of meeting us afterwards, all the teachers, and then moving to the military ball, I'll always remember, set a really high standard, and I hope to emulate it. Instead of doing that and celebrating that night, she spent the evening with the basketball team. She walked through and consoled every single one of them, not because she had to as the principal, because she genuinely hurt like they did. And she sat there and let them know how important they still were to John F. Kennedy. I thought that was very impressive, Miss Pepple, and I won't ever forget it.
What I really like about Miss Pepple is how supportive she is of everyone. She's been super supportive of Honor Platoon and has helped us to be the team that we are today.
You mean the time I bailed out of jail? No, that wasn't her. That wasn't her. I think I picked her up at that homeless shelter one. No, that wasn't her either. My favorite memory was the first day I met her. I came from California, and I was a stranger here, and nobody knew me, and I didn't know anybody. And she was personable. She was genuine. She made me feel welcome, and I will appreciate that forever. Oh, she's had a huge impact on Kennedy. She's commanded our ship, and she's taken us through some highs and lows, and she's protected a lot of us from some stuff that sometimes teachers and all the stuff that goes on. She's really been our ambassador.
She shaped Kennedy. She let us, I use two words, unrealized potential. With Mrs. Pepple, our school was like most Denver public schools. We met the standard. But Jeannie knew that we could do a lot more than meet the standard. Mrs. Pepple realized that there were a lot of programs out there that would attract the kind of kids that go to Kennedy now. We weren't just going to meet the status quo. We weren't just going to do what we had to do to meet a minimum standard. We reached out, we set high standards, we set high expectations, and I think to this day all the teachers are on board with making sure that all of you at Kennedy, all of you right now sitting in the student body in the bleachers here at the pep rally, ooh, JFK, yay, go, go, are here and loving it because of Mrs. Pepple.
I think Miss Pepple has helped to make Kennedy a more welcoming place and has really brought everyone together. And I know she's helped make Honor Platoon a stronger group.
I think that the culture in our building is all based on her personality. I think a lot of the stuff that happens in this building comes through because of what Miss Pepple is as a person. I think if you walk down the halls and you saw the acceptance of anybody and everybody, and it doesn't matter where you come from or what you're like, everybody accepts everybody for who they are. And I think a lot of that comes from the administration in charge.
I believe not only has she brought the staff together as one, she has truly shown the students what it's like to be a part of their world as well, especially at lunch when she's always getting involved with everything they do and knowing them all on a first name basis.
Well, made my wife really jealous because I dance with her a lot more than I dance with my wife.
Let me just show you that. As everyone knows, both my kids went through Kennedy. I cannot express the wonderful relationship that we share and the relationship that she has also shared with both my kids, including Amanda. I want to thank her for her guidance, her laughter, her ability to lead us in the right direction, and as I said, the friendship that I treasure.
On my personal life, if you didn't know, I'm a veteran. And I'm not a very good civilian. Ask any teacher here. I just say what's on my mind, which means my mouth is usually in 4th gear when my brain is in 1st gear. And Mrs. Peppel, she's taught me some professional standards at a civilian level that's helped me. I can't even express in words how much it's helped me be successful in the school.
Miss Peppel has impacted my personal life by teaching me how to be a strong, like, woman in like the world, and to be like driven in business.
You all have been very, very important to me, and without you, it's difficult to work in a place that is. Let me back up. I want you to know how important you all are to me and to our community. Without kids like you, my job would be horrible. So I love coming to work today. I get to come to work and spend time with the faculty and the staff and the kids at Kennedy. And I want you to continue to be commanders and remember the strong sense of community and carry that into your next part of your life, being successful. And take care of each other.
Thanks, B.
Thank you.
Nikki.
Thank you, Miss Peppel.
Hey, thanks, Jeannie.
Thank you. Enjoy retirement.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure working with you.
Jeannie, thank you very much for having me as a part of the JFK family.
Thank you, Miss Peppel, for being an awesome principal.
Thank you.
Mahalo.
Hi, Jeannie. Thank you so much for everything you have done. You are a great leader for my children and for me as a teacher.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Miss Peppel.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Gracias, Miss Peppel. Dankeschön.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Peppel, for all the wonderful years here at Kennedy.
Miss Peppel, thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Peppel.
Mrs. Peppel, I'm gonna miss you. I love you.
Thanks, Jeannie, for all your years.
Thank you.
Thank you for 20 years.
Thanks, Jeannie, for all of your support.
I'm gonna miss all the dancing, Miss P.
Goodbye, Jeannie. Thank you. We love you.
So, Miss Peppel, I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you, Miss Peppel.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you for all you've done for us.
Thank you, Miss Peppel.
Thank you, Miss Peppel.
Thank you, Mrs. Peppel. You've been great. We're going to miss you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Miss Peppel, thank you for everything that you've done for all of the Kennedy commanders in all of your years that you've been here. We love you. We'll miss you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Peppel, for the last 13 years of service.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi, Jeannie. Thank you so much for everything.
Thanks, Miss Peppel. It was great getting to know you this year.
Thank you.
Yo, Peppel, thank you.
Thanks for a great 5 years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Peppel. You're the best.
Merci, Madame Peppel. Nous vous aimons. Thank you, Miss Peppel.
Merci, Madame
Peppel. Thanks, Miss Peppel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Peppel.
Thank you, Miss Peppel.
Thank you, Miss Peppel. I had you when I was a student, and now that I'm a teacher, thank you for your years of service.
Thank you, Miss Peppel.
Thank you, Miss Peppel, Mrs. Peppel, Mrs. Principal Peppel.
Thank you.
Miss Peppel, I just want to say thank you very much.